Welcome to the news. Read it backwards. Okay. Today's subject is Papou. And what did he do wrong?
When? What?
Okay. Meet the innocent man. Hello.
Oh, that's me.
No, you say.
Wow. Hello, it's me.
Okay. What did he do wrong?
Nothing.
Are you sure?
Yes. Okay, from a island in the Aegean, Icaria, which is roughly it's about 28 miles long and about 10-12 miles at the widest point. Ayos Pandaliman is a village close to the capital. We're on the south side of the island. My dad came to Ayos Pandaliman and built a house there. I enjoyed going to school and playing afterwards, and also I look forward to the holidays. Easter was always a big holiday, and the thing that I remember most was the open houses during the holidays, especially Christmas, where each house would open up. We have hors d'oeuvres and sweets, and people would visit each other's house, and that was always a fun time.
We lived in a house with no electricity, no running water, no heat, no air, no stove, no refrigerator. It would get cold in the winter. We all slept together. Frank and me in the middle, and my mom, and Louis on a little cot at the end of the bed. It was rough, but we didn't know any better. It was our way of life. That's how we lived. The two of us, when we were on the island, would sing at night. We'd go out in front of our house and sing. And you have houses all around, and they could hear. And the neighbors from across the street kept saying, "Another song, please. Please sing another song." And Frank, especially Frank, he would sing, and sometimes I would sing. We would sing together. Remember when we were singing? That was a big thing there. They loved for us to sing.
My mother was, she was a rock. She helped. In the fields we had animals. Because my dad left, he came to the United States. He crossed the ocean 11 times. I remember him coming to Icaria in the late 1930s, just before the Second World War was declared. And I remember him when he was coming to Icaria, and then when he was leaving. He just barely made it back to the States. If he had missed that ship, he would have been stranded on the island with us during the Second World War. So those were the difficult times during the war years, because we had lack of food, and we were under the Italians who took over the island, so forth. So there were difficult times.
I can remember my mother crying and said, "Oh my gosh, I don't have anything to give my children to eat." Now I remember that like it was yesterday.
And people were dying left and right, and you could hear the church bells ringing almost continuously, burying people, and that was very depressing. One day the two Italians came looking for eggs, so we told them that we didn't have any chickens. And at that time we were down to about 2 or 3 chickens and 1 rooster. And don't you know the rooster starts, crowing. And the soldier told my mother, "Are you telling me a lie? You do have chickens, and you're lying about it anyway." So he picked up my mother, he picked her up, and then he put her down. He didn't throw her down. He just let it, come down again. I don't know, he was angry. And then they left. We walked to my father's village. It would take us 10, 12 hours walking, because we would go to get food from them. And so that was common, to walk 10, 12 hours a day, going from one village to the other. One time they gave us orders, we were going to move out of our house, to force us out of our house. I mean, that's important. The officers were going to move in.
But then the war was over. The war was over. My father sent a postcard. "I'm bringing you to America, and I'm bringing you to this place called Wilmington, North Carolina." We didn't know where Wilmington, North Carolina was.
The journey, it took us 12 days from the seaport of Piriat to New York City. And it was a military transport. Okay, we slept in bunks. It was a troop carrier. The ship was not going on a direct line. It was zigzag on the Atlantic, because the Atlantic was full of mines from the Second World War. So every 3 or 4 hours we had drills to go to our stations in case we hit a mine.
We were so happy we were coming to America. We came with the clothes that we had on, nothing else.
We came to New York City. My dad was there to receive us. And the thing that I was impressed the most was with the roller skates. They kids in New York City that were going on roller skates and would come to the corners and turn around, and I was impressed with that. I never saw anything like it, the roller skates. And also, I always wanted to have a harmonica, and I like the music, and so that's the first thing my father bought me was a big, nice harmonica, and I was playing it.
My dad was so happy that his whole family was in America. And he says, we're going to have a big party for San Nicolas Day. And all the Greek people came to the house to wish him a happy name day and welcome his family to America. And Frank had a beautiful voice. He could sing, and everybody wanted to hear Frank sing. And my dad kept paying him. He says, I'm going to give you some money. I want you to sing tonight.
I remember the first day in school. We all got up and to do the Pledge of Allegiance. The flag, well, we didn't know, of course, we put our hands on our heart, and we were more or less saying the words, but it was in English, we just making noises, I guess. And after we were in this class for, I don't know, maybe a week, and we were not making progress. So what the principal decided to form a special class. And they brought a teacher that used to teach Spanish kids English. So there were about 15 of us who had come from Greece at the time. And this lady, for a year, taught us English, words and sentences and so forth. I still remember her name, Miss McCoy. I will never forget.
In those days, Wilmington was kind of a slow little southern town. And the boys had to leave to go find better jobs. And they came to big cities. And Frank, we had relatives here, and Frank and Louis moved to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, the best thing that happened to me when I left, and I came to Pittsburgh and I met my wife. As far as meeting Joanne, my family knew her family because we came from the same village on the island, and we would see each other at different functions.
In May 24th, it'll be 56 years.
Any advice there?
When being married a long time, you just have to find the right partner.
When we were, again, dating, I had to go to North Carolina, I guess for my mother.
Your mother died.
Yeah. She was sick, and I broke a record. I made it back in about 10 hours from North Carolina because I wanted to see her.
I
was
think it was
anxious to
less
get
than 10
back.
hours. I think it was 9.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was. So I was in love. Yeah, in a big way. My advice is schooling, to me, education is the most important thing, and the more the better. But also, I think it's important to pursue a field that you enjoy and you be happy at doing. In other words, not for the money, but for your personal satisfaction. But again, education is, to me, is very important. If I had to do it over again, that's what I pursue. Be patient, have respect for others, even your same age as you or older people. As far as religion, I think is very important. Attend church and follow the faith, and just remain truthful and and also when choosing your partner, make sure that he's the right person, and because you're gonna live together for forever, and be happy and with your choices. And family, just the closeness, just stick together and love one another. And again, the family is a key.